Hey, my name is Taylor, and I'm going to be teaching you guys now how to make an iPod cover out of an old hardcover book. So, what you'll need is your book. I'm using Soul Harvest. You'll need an X-Acto knife. You'll need some Elmer's white glue, mechanical pencil, or just anything that has a circle diameter to it that's larger than your headphones, a paintbrush, a cup full of water, not too much water, and then you will also need your iPod. I'm using a friend's iPod Nano. This is an 8 gig to do this, but you can, obviously you can use any iPod. So what you want to do is you want to open up the book to the front page, make sure that this is all flat. I know some books have like a little page that's kind of attached to the front that billows out a little bit. You can just take that off with the X-Acto knife, just score along, and just remove that. So you want to put your iPod about where you want it to be. Nanos have the headphone jack at the bottom, so you want to put it towards the bottom of the book, about here or so. You want to leave not too much room on the bottom that isn't covered, or that, never mind. So you're going to take the pencil and trace along the outside of the iPod, but you want to leave about 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch room around the iPod. You don't want it to be like right on. This is because when you cut through the paper to make the hole for your iPod, you're going to be cutting in. It's going to be hard to make a straight 90-degree cut straight down, like when you're digging a hole. So I didn't do the greatest job, but you can see that's about where I'm going to be taking and cutting. Now you want to take your X-Acto knife and just cut along that. This is going to take a long time.
We must erupt to make a dark horse rush like enough's enough. It must have struck a nerve, so they huff and buff. The Lord of Kings men fluster and clusterfuck, and it's a beautiful thing. To my people who keep an impressive wingspan, even when the cubicle shrink, you gotta pull up the intruder by the root of the weed and march you through the machine. And I will remember your name and face on the day you were judged by the funhouse cast. And I will rejoice in your fall from grace when I came to the sky like none shall pass.
Periodically, as you're going, you can just make sure that you're still, the hole is still large enough. You just take the iPod, place it in the hole that you cut. Mine definitely is good. It's got some room to move around, but I still need to keep cutting, get it deeper.
Bands are just putting it on. Why can't they be the same as their songs?
Alright, so I've made a little bit of a mistake. I've cut in too close to the center, and my corners are a little too sharp. So, well, not sharp, but this corner here is too close to the center, and the hole is not big enough for my iPod to fit anymore. So what you want to do is just go over this corner, kind of just work that, with the X-Acto knife.
Just discovered the replacements.
Alright, now check it and...
I want to love them, but I can't be sure. I've been let down so many times before. This time I really want to believe that the record with my heart on the
Now, when you think that you're done, you can just take the iPod, put it in the hole, close the book. Then you check the bindings. If this cover rises up a little bit, like that, you know that your iPod isn't all the way in the hole and is actually sticking up. So this is just barely good. I'm going to make it a little deeper, just to be safe.
Just discovered the replacements!
Alright, when you have your hole cut out, it's going to be pretty rough around the edges. It's not going to look all that great. And it's going to have like stuff hanging out, stuff poking out. So what you can do is just pull it out, and then with the blade of the X-Acto knife, not cutting, but just rubbing along the side here, this will just knock off any of the stuff sticking over. It's like taking sandpaper to wood if you were doing like a carpentry job. Now be careful of your fingers, because obviously these X-Acto knives are sharp. You might want to just touch your computer's keyboard to make sure that it doesn't go to sleep while it's recording. Alright. Take your book and shake all the little paper sawdust that comes out. So now, you got a nice little cubby that your iPod can sit in. My corners are off again, so I'm going to have to fix that real quick. Much better. And
15 years from tonight, you have to make a decision. The greatest love of
it fits. Alright, cool. Now, what you want to do to make the headphone slot, because you're going to have the headphones come out of the back of the book here, you want to put your iPod in, and then you want to look and see where the headphone jack is. For me, it's right here. So I'm going to take the iPod out, flip a couple pages out, and then iPod back in, just check to see that the level is right for the headphones. These nanos are really small, so I think I'm actually not going to put any space layers on. If you have a thicker iPod, there's going to be more room between this headphone jack and then the top of the casing, and so you want to leave more pages that just to make a little hole in the side. I'll show you what I was talking about at the end. So right now you're just going to start by making small incisions with your X-Acto knife, slightly larger than where the headphone jack is. And what this is going to do is allow a little hole for you to put your headphones in.